Okay. Oh, there it is. There's the potential W.D. Gaster reference. Jog boy. Okay, time to finally do True Lab and True Pacifist stuff. Absolutely gaming, yes. See, that's the thing about doing these kinds of, I'm going the wrong way, doing these kinds of challenge runs in like story-heavy RPGs is a significant amount of it is just kind of mashing through dialogue and or skipping cutscenes. I went to the wrong location. I used to be into speedrunning Kingdom Hearts 2, and like I have the motions for immediately skipping a cutscene as soon as it starts. Like it's just been burned into my hands. Really great speed game though. Is there a particular VOD of it that's interesting to watch for someone who hasn't played Kingdom Hearts? Oh, there it was at RPG Limit Break by Bloody Biscuits. I think it was 2018. Um, at RPG Limit Break, which is like GDQ, but specifically for. I accidentally just bought an item. Um, RPG Limit Break, which is like games done quick, but specifically for RPGs. Um, it's one of my all-time favorite like speed runs ever. That specific Kingdom Hearts 2 one. Hello, Kataga. Wait, Run actually dead? No, that's stupid. I immediately dropped the item. I did on accident, and then I immediately threw it away. It's fine, whatever. I thought it. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was a door, and I was just mashing the confirm button. if I bought the item and then used it, I would consider that a loss. But I'm I'm not considering that a loss if I accidentally bought something and then instantly threw it away. Oh, I gotta get in the bed, that's right. Do you have to do this? I'm pretty sure you do, right? No, it doesn't do anything? Okay. I wonder why you move so slow during that. You can tell that this part of the game was probably made last, or at least like much later in development, because the production values are considerably higher. Like the whoops, the animations on the enemies are much smoother, and the enemy attacks are just like a lot more elaborate. This definitely feels like it was made when they were more experienced. I do think it's like interesting that this head looks just like Photoshop Flowey's head. Um, I'm not sure why it's here. I'm not sure what science purpose it served, but it's a nice thing. Because it's spooky, that's right. Sometimes things don't have to make sense as long as they're scary. I mean, that's basically the entire point behind Silent Hill and other surreal horror. I love Silent Hill. And you know what? The remake, the Silent Hill 2 remake, I was doom posting about that so much leading up to release. And you know about that because I was constantly doom posting about it in the Discord. And then it actually released and I played it and it was really good. Do you have to watch... You have to do something with the tapes here, right? Like, does it do anything? Is this required to progress? I like how Frisk turns back toward the camera at the end of everything. No? Okay. That's right, there's a key under the sheets. I wonder what the percussion sample in this dungeon theme is from. Because it's a really interesting beat. And I know that pretty much all of the music in this game is constructed from samples. Okay, I have the green key and I have the yellow key. So I'm gonna put the yellow key here. Right, you have to go over here and... Can I remove my... Because I know that if you use the stick, it instantly spares the dog, but I don't think I can. Because for some reason you can't just unequip armor. You specifically have to replace it in order to take it off. What's the... It's beckon, right? Yeah. Okay. This like weird version of Dog Song isn't on the soundtrack, is it? I don't think so. Not like I'd ever go out of my way to listen to this anyway. I don't recall what to do here. Do I just pet it more? Okay. Stage 1 happiness froth. That's what okay. I'm sure there's some kind of gross innuendo to be made about stage 1 happiness froth, but I won't go there. Ah, blue key. This, like, convulsing refrigerator, is there anything to this? Or is it just spooky? Where's the blue key slot? I already did this. Didn't I already do that? It's weird. I guess you might have to read the note first? I don't know. This is one of those areas where I really wish this game had a sprint button. One thing about game design that I've learned from like studying game design is however fast you think your player character should move, make it faster. Here's Everyman, which is apparently like a W.D. Gaster thing that people talk about. Apparently, this Everyman thing has to do with the Gaster conundrum. Okay. That's the last key, right? I find it interesting that the field sprites of the amalgamates don't look anything like they do in battle. Instructions unclear. Made the player character exponentially faster until the game immediately crashes the moment the player presses in any direction. That's Bubsy. That's what playing the first Bubsy game feels like. They saw that Sonic was fast, and so they were like, Bubsy should be fast. Except Sonic doesn't actually move that fast unless you're going down an incline or over a like a shuttle loop or something. And the level design is made to accommodate his speed, and Bubsy is not. So what happens in Bubsy is you tap the D-pad in any direction and you just fucking fly at 10 trillion miles per hour directly into 10,000 death traps. There were a lot of, I mean, everyone knows about the glut of 1990s like cool, awesome mascot with attitude platformers. Oh yeah, this. How is Azrael calling you? Anyway, everyone knows about the glut of 90s mascot platformers that sprouted up in the wake of Sonic, but a lot of them had that design mentality of like, oh, well, people like to go fast. So when you press any button on the D-pad, you should just instantly fly off in whatever direction you're pressing at 12 times the speed of light and just crash into everything. A lot of them are like that. Of course, you know that I am unfortunately kind of a Sonic fan, so I tend to be perhaps more forgiving to the game design of Sonic games than maybe I should be. It's amazing what playing Sonic Adventure 2 at 4 years old can do to a human's brain. All right, this is it, Luigi. Time to mash through massive amounts of dialogue once again. Once again, I'm really hoping that, or rather, I'm very glad that Deltarune has a just skip all of this text button. I like it that they made a battle sprite for Monster Kid, even though they technically never actually appear in a battle, just for this segment. You fight him in the jet. I've totally forgot about that. I the only time I've ever done a genocide playthrough was like right pretty close after the game came out. It was like my third or fourth time playing through the game, just because I'd heard you could do it. And I've never done it again because most of genocide is incredibly boring. You've never done genocide, you got the papyrus and it made you too sad, yeah. I definitely remember the fights against Sans and Undyne the Undying being fun, but not fun enough to justify all of the mandatory grinding. And like, that's the thing. If I wanted to play those fights again, I would make like in any other game, I would make a save file before that fight. But you can't really do that in this game because you only have one save file, and it's not like you can go back and reload a different save. You know, thematically relevant game save mechanics. This is what Sand Simulator is for. I wasn't aware that there was such a thing in this world. Shit. Oh, that's right. Although it does slow down the fight considerably if you lose. It's cute that all of Azrael's attacks have, like, Final Fantasy-ass names. Oh god. I am shitting it up. That's right, Azrael. I never give up. Even when I die to your father like 1,200 times on a stupid, unnecessary challenge run of this video game. Akiramenai ze. Can you even die during this attack? You can't see your own HP. I mean, you must be able to, right? Become wide. Full power Frieza, yeah. Man, this attack fucking sucks. It's completely random, too. I mean, it's supposed to be basically impossible to dodge, but still. And I'm taking a lot more damage than I should because I have no armor. Oh, damn. Okay. Gaming. This is another instance where the song in-game is at a lower pitch than the version on the soundtrack, and it pisses me off. Oh god, they attacked twice. That's right. God damn it. It's basically over at this point. There's no more fighting left to do. This is also um, a song that's lower pitched in the game than it is on the official soundtrack, which gets in my craw, and it has for an actual decade at this point. This is the moment that like people say makes doing this fight hitless impossible. That specific attack that I just survived. Chalg. It's the Big Bang Kamehameha. It looks the exact same except it's rainbow colored instead of just blue. I like that bit where your HP goes down to the decimals. It kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy V when Galuf shows down with X Death and he like keeps taking damage because he's just toughing it out even though his HP is 0. Was that a big shot? Indeed it was. It's over. That's it. I mean, that's basically the end. There's no more fighting left to do. It would be funny if this game had a Shattered Man style glitch where you could get into a fight during the like playable epilogue and fuck up the game world. That would be fun. Honestly, at this point, I think Azrael deserves to have all those souls. If you chose this option, I think you should be like put in a maximum security prison. Hug the boy. God, his dumb little face on his overworld sprite is just so funny to me for some reason. How do skeleton cry? Skeleton have no organ, cannot produce fluid. Uh, should we be the ambassador? I don't know. I've always said yes, but I'm just gonna say no. Yes, indeed, this has truly been an Undertale. It was the tale that was beneath. You could even call it, even some kind of, cave story. I was, I was mashing through the text and I chose to stay. I would have chosen to stay anyway. It's much better than the ending with the photo. Yay. That was, quite a bit easier than I expected it would be, honestly. Although Undertale was never like a really difficult game to begin with, or a long one. Like I didn't expect it to be as difficult as like a Kingdom Hearts game, a level 1 critical or something, but you know, it's funny that Sans and Papyrus are like a reference to the webcomic Helvetica, and they have like completely eclipsed any popularity that Helvetica ever had when they're references to that. I've always wondered what it meant in the credits when there's like a monster design credit and it says by Toby ... question mark. I can't believe Undyne just fucking killed Alphys. Inspired by Omocat. Was that foreshadowing? I've still never played Omori. I bought it like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's always just been kind of sitting in my backlog. And whenever I get to the point where it's like, it's time to play a new game, there's always something else I want to play more. Omori's good. I think you'd like it. It one thing I mean, as someone who's into game dev, one thing I've heard about um, Omori is that it's made in RPG Maker, but it's like a really impressive usage of RPG Maker. Like there's a massive amount of like custom scripting that it doesn't really feel like an RPG Maker game. Look, it's the outfit he wears in Deltarune. There it is. Or at least very similar. See, this is what had people convinced that Deltarune was like a sequel when Chapter 1 came out, was that specific scene with Asgore and Toriel like trimming the bushes and being a school teacher. I've never supported a Kickstarter or like any kind of public funding project for a video game. I think I was put off the idea after um, Mighty Number 9 because I was, kind of embarrassingly, I was very excited for Mighty Number 9 because I grew up playing a lot of Mega Man. Like I had both of, I mean I still have them, but I had both of the anniversary collections on GameCube, like the Mega Man and Mega Man X anniversary collections, and I played the shit out of those as a kid. So I was super excited for Mighty Number 9. And then yeah. And I've never really my confidence in crowdfunding has never really come back after that. Thanks to me. Oh, I was in the credits of Undertale because it said thank you to me. Somehow I knew it was going to be Mighty Number 9. Yeah, I mean, it's a story that's shared by a lot of people. I mean, that game's credits, like the Kickstarter supporters section of Mighty Number 9, is over 3 hours long. That's how confident people were in that game. All right, well, that's the end. Uh, you can't even go back to the menu or anything, so I guess I'll just call it here. That was fun. I might do more challenge run stuff of other games in the future, but I don't know, maybe. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye. Kingdom Hearts speedrun stream. I don't remember many of the tricks, I think. It's been years, like it's actually been close to a decade, but maybe. I might do like Kingdom Hearts like the level 1 restrictions, maybe. But yeah, maybe. I'll think about it. Bye.